How many coincidences will it take to make you believe in cause and effect? How many earthquakes, hurricanes, and financial collapses must America suffer before we recognize their common, underlying spiritual cause? September 1938. On the European continent, the British and French were caving in to the demands of Adolf Hitler at the bidding of America's President, Franklin Roosevelt, stepping aside to allow the unopposed invasion and division of Czechoslovakia. In fact, the Munich conference that led to this travesty was the brainchild of President Roosevelt. This move would set the stage for World War II and would ultimately lead to the collection, deportation, and extermination of millions of innocent Jews. Simultaneously, newspaper headlines across America reported a giant storm with a destructive power greater than Hurricane Katrina that came out of nowhere, hitting the U.S. Northeast and killing over 700 people. Curiously, the eye of the storm passed over Adolf Hitler Street. Yes, there is still a street in America named after Der Fuhrer. It's found in a town on Long Island which served as headquarters to the American Nazi Party and was the site of Nazi torchlight rallies which were held on a recurring basis. More than 40,000 supporters of Adolf Hitler had gathered there to support the Fuhrer in August 1938, just 1 month earlier. This was the largest gathering of Nazis in history outside of Germany. So, Nazis march in America, Jews are targeted, and America is devastated. The evidence you have just considered is compiled in author John McTernan's book, As America Has Done to Israel. The book also chronicles the history of 3 lands, America, Israel, and Russia. Starting in 1881, when the U.S. welcomed Jewish settlers with open arms, it received habitual blessings from God. Russia, on the other hand, suffered greatly for its chronic attitude of anti-Semitism. Jews in that nation were persecuted, beaten, and sometimes killed in merciless pogroms. They were denied civil rights and encouraged to exit from Russia. Many did, fleeing the Tsar's oppression for the promise of freedom in America. During this period of westward exodus, the new Jewish immigrants settled in a land that was growing rapidly in financial and military might. Meanwhile, Russia found itself mired in failed wars, anarchy, and a reign of terror that ended in death for millions during the Bolshevik Revolution. All of this led to the rise of communist tyranny in Russia. It's a pattern we see repeated time after time. So starting in 1881, the massive Jewish exodus from Russia begins, even as America welcomes the Jews and it prospers on its way to becoming the world's preeminent power. We could chronicle countless more such coincidences. In fact, we do. Watch the following video for a more complete list of dates and events, also compiled by John McTernan. We think you'll be amazed. But why is the one who blesses Israel blessed, and why is the one who curses Israel cursed? You can believe in coincidence. We believe in God. America, Russia, and Israel provide all the historical proof we need. But we also believe the Word of God. In Genesis chapter 12, the God of the Jews makes a promise to Abraham and his Jewish descendants. As you choose to bless Israel and her special people, the Jews, you will also be blessed. And that, my friend, is no coincidence. It is historical fact.